What is ActiveCampaign and what does it do? It's a marketing automation and email marketing platform which can also serve as a CRM for our company and team. It's designed to improve our relationships with customers, companies, prospects, and more. This CRM is unique in allowing us to perform and automate effective email marketing. It also offers various integrations. Those are essentially its main functions. We offer a 14-day free trial for you to test it out. How do you create an account in this CRM designed for email marketing? Well, we'll click on free trial here. We can start a 14-day free version or log in. Once there, we'll enter our email and click Get Started. If we already have an account, we'll click Login, enter our page name, and we're set. How do we verify our domain in ActiveCampaign? To do this, we'll go to Settings, then Advanced, and click on Trust Domain. Simply enter your domain, hit Continue, and you'll connect to ActiveCampaign easily. Let's configure the data shown in your email, shall we? We want to create automated email campaigns, right? It's important that our company's details and location are displayed. We can do this in the settings under addresses, add an address there, and in kits, we can set up the brand kit. Then we can adjust other settings like appearance and other useful features. How do we organize contacts in ActiveCampaign? Let's say we have a contact, our fake profile, we can add it to a list, right? These are basically email lists. We can also add deals, tags, and more, correct? So how do lists work? If we go to lists, we'll see the master contact list. This is essentially a way to organize users. I recommend keeping all users in the same master list. Then to separate different users, use tags or labels, okay? If you want to differentiate between employers or employees, just add comma separated tag. And there we'd have the different tags, which we can then go to contacts and add this contact by clicking here. By clicking add within the contact, we can add lists or a tag, right? Let's say we have a list of contacts we want to import or create new ones. One way to add contacts is in the contacts section. Click the blue add contact button, and from there it loads slowly, but eventually asks for all the info to fill in. On the other hand, we have this section where we can request a migration or import data via a CSV file from another CRM or database into ActiveCampaign. So we'd simply import it, and the process we'll use to import is really intuitive. As you can see, they also let us connect to various services that might be useful. And that's about it. That's how you can import content. How to create email marketing forms with ActiveCampaign. Basically, we'll click the ActiveCampaign logo, go to the website section, and from there we can create a form to embed on our website. Let's create a new form, name it as we like, and explore the various configuration options. If you're doing this, you likely have a website and want to capture emails, so you'll probably understand these settings. Here's a box where you can place this form within your text. It could appear in the top bar or as a floating box like a chat box, and there's also a mobile option. Let's choose this one and specify what the form does. The form can subscribe users to our contact list. Let's create it now. This is how the form currently appears. It's basically to subscribe for email updates, which we can modify. Subscribe to the newsletter, add a descriptive message. Here we can add a descriptive message, and we can configure headers in case it's in Spanish now, but we want it in another language. We can modify the info we ask for, even choose custom fields. How do we do this? We simply take this, say we want the phone to, we grab and drag it, and this way we'd be asking for the phone or even a captcha if we want them to fill out a captcha. As you can see, we can easily change the design to look like this or that. We can adjust the maximum width if needed. The form's background can be changed to match our website. I'm just tweaking the page background, which isn't really important. I'd make it transparent. We can add an outline for visibility, though I know it looks awful right now. The button color can also be changed if desired. We can also configure the options section. If we go to options, we have two choices. When clicking the form, it can open a specific URL or take you to a specific URL or display a thank you message, which would be this message here. Thanks for registering, and so on. We click integrate and it gives us different options. I recommend you choose this option here, which you can copy and paste into a WordPress HTML box, and you can easily insert it into an HTML box. Works for WordPress or any other platform. I could explain how to download the WordPress plugin, but since some might want it for other purposes like YouTube or other applications, if that's not your goal, just hit save and exit. If you want to create a landing page, we'll cover that next. How do you create a landing page in ActiveCampaign? A landing page is essentially used to have a place where people can enter their email, helping us gather potential future customers. So let's go into ActiveCampaign, navigate to website, and then to pages. In the pages section, we'll click to create a new page. Here you can see various templates to choose from. I'll pick a random one. We can preview it, which shows a basic landing page outlining what they can do for us. We can then use this template template and give it a title. As you can see, it's basically a web page editor, but customized and adapted for active hosted. Here we can add forms, navigation, sections, columns, images, even PayPal, and modify the entire page. Plus, mobile design is automatic, so no need to worry about responsive design. Once we're done, we just hit publish. Remember, it's a landing page. Our goal isn't for people to browse around, but to get their contact information. So it's crucial to add an existing form or create a new one. It's vital that people fill this out. That's what we're after. Finally, we'd click publish page and then hit publish. Now, if we go back to pages, we'll see our landing page is live. Let's now explain how to create email campaigns in ActiveCampaign. We'll go to the campaigns section on the left and click create your first campaign. Here we see options for different campaign types like the standard format. This is for sending a regular email campaign. Split testing lets you compare multiple emails to see which performs best. This could be interesting. Automation sends emails based on user conditions. This campaign triggers when social media feeds update. Great for personal or company brands. There's also an autoresponder and faith-based messages. Let's set the standard, start from scratch and click next in the top right. Here we see the subject line, what this email is about. Basically, it's a new product headline. It shows which email and name it's from. Here we'll try to get people to join our mailing list or subscribe to a potential customer list. We'll have them join list X with our chosen tag. As you can see, we can create the campaign using an editor. There are ready-made templates available. Let's select the product sharing template as an example. We have it here. We change the logo and image. With the product set, we click next. Now we have the message ready, which is the completed email. We just keep scrolling down. Provide an address for when the email is sent. This is made up and the email needs verification too. Once done, click create campaign, send now, or save and exit. And there you have it. The campaign is ready. Right, now I'll talk about creating automations. We'll go to the automation section, click on create a new automation, and it works like any other automation program such as Zapier, Make, N8N and others, where we can import an automation from here. We can start from scratch or use templates, as you can see. Let's start from scratch. Click continue, select and continue so you can see the process. First, we'll add a trigger which starts the automation, determining when it should run. When someone subscribes, unsubscribes, submits a form, etc. So for example, it could be when replying to an email. And then here we have two options when responding to a campaign email. That is when a contact replies to a directly sent campaign or one that's part of an automation or a personalized email. We won't call it campaign as it makes more sense. We'll use any email or campaign email we want and any list. Run once and save it, then we'll hit add and start adding the things we want to do. If a contact replies to an email, we can respond with an email. We can subscribe this contact to a category. For instance, this contact could be marked as pending a reply, which would be an interesting way to store this information, or as a potential customer since they're interested in us. That could also be an approach. We can put them on hold. Basically, what it does is wait for a period, and then after that period, something happens. It can be interesting to add a delay to make it seem less automated, like waiting 12 minutes before hitting the plus and clicking to send an email. As you can see, it's quite intuitive. Send a transaction email, send a personalized email. Then in the workflow, we can also split the automation based on conditions. That is, add an if where the condition could be the send date and time, account details, or details of the sales opportunity. Let's go to contact details. We'll set the main contact is in a sales opportunity, and if so, since we have it saved as such, we'll hit save, and here we'd have this if. If the contact is saved as a main sales option, what we'll do is send them an email, a specific email about it, responding to them. We'd click create and respond based on the email, or alternatively, we could draft a different email. This automation section is really user-friendly. It's designed for anyone to use easily. You'll see as you start using it more. The description clearly explains each function. There are webhooks to post contact data to a URL and more. That's how automations work. Activate them here. Click active. Set it to active and ensure it's saved and published. Alright, let's dive into the deals section of this CRM, which is essentially where we manage our sales funnels. This CRM is designed to capture potential customers. Once you've got their email, they're already a prospect. You could label them as leads, but really if they've shared their email, they're likely quite interested. These sales opportunities are basically organized into a funnel structure. Let's add a funnel called customers or leads, set it to all groups, use USD and enable manual assignment. We'll add that and there's our funnel set up. In the funnel, we'll see different deals where we can add contacts. Here's where we'd add people. I'll use some dummy info for now. So here's our contact with a $100 deal. That's how the funnel works. And right now we're in contact, for example, or about to contact this person. Then we stay in touch and finally follow up with this user. If we wanted to keep adding deals now, we'd add them and keep adding more prospects or customers. Actually, they're customers. To add more stages here, we'll add a stage. Let's say we add sale. I'll make it green. We take the customer, drag them, and put them in the sales stage. This means we now have a sales opportunity here. This is a way to organize and track the people we're working with. For people we haven't contacted yet, or haven't shown our product or service to, or haven't even negotiated with, we can add stages based on how our company works, and this way modify various fields and aspects of this section to attract more customers. It helps centralize all this info instead of scattered WhatsApp and other messages, so we can have everything a bit more organized. I must say, as a CRM, this app is quite basic. It's not meant to be a full CRM, but for marketing and email campaigns, that's evident, but it can still help us keep things somewhat organized. That's about it. So what's up? What's the pricing for ActiveCampaign? The pricing, as we can see here, starts at $15 per month, though you can create an account with limited 15-day free access. It goes up to $50, $80, and even $145. Here, we can set the number of contacts we want or expect to have. From here, we can see the key features and all the add-ons. Obviously, we're interested in the key features. As you see, we can have 10, 12, or 15 contacts with unlimited actions, right? Except for the starter plan, which only gives you 5 automations. Here you can do A/B testing for emails and automations. This one's just for email segmentation and such. But as you can see, the starter plan gives you a solid foundation to begin with. In the end, automations are interesting, but if you're just starting out, you likely don't have many clients. So I'm not sure how much automation you really need. If you think you need them, or if you believe it's worth it, you can opt for the $50 per month plan, because ultimately they add a bunch of paid add-ons for CRM and various tools that they keep adding, right? Like site tracking and analytics we haven't discussed, which are quite intuitive, plus all the interactions they add and so on. So that's it for this guide on ActiveCampaign. I hope you found it helpful. See you in future guides.